Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to more WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan women's basketball live today, back from Crisler Arena. My name is Charlie Brigham, alongside me, Nabeel Baig, and later it will be Stevie Macgregor. And folks, we got a good one for you today. The number 13 ranked Michigan Wolverines looking to face off against the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. If you're a fan of Michigan women's basketball, you probably remember that game against the Golden Grizzlies last year where the Wolverines went into their place and gave them the business. 95-62 was the final there. Led the charge was Naz Hillman. Who else would it be? 37 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. Just absolutely dominated that game. And then at the time, sophomore Michelle Cedor had one of the bigger games in her career. 11 points, 1 assist, and 1 rebound coming off the bench. Hillman not in the starting lineup today for the Wolverines, so it'll be interesting to see that storyline develop as we progress further on. Give you the quick starting lineups before we get things going. For Oakland, it's going to be Beatty, Dean, Beatty, Sims, and Perry. And for the Michigan Wolverines, Maddie Nolan, Danielle Rausch, Michelle Cedor, Elise Stuck, and Emily Kaiser rounding things out in the middle.
I'm hyped.
Should be a good one. Should be a great one, Nabeel.
Meanwhile, I didn't say anything in that intro. It was just me listening.
Opening tip goes off the right-handed Perry, almost out of bounds, but Oakland able to reel things in, and we're getting right into the action. Oakland, couple high ball screens. Michigan coming out, trapping up right near half court. Working one-on-one against Maddie Nolan is Kalasia Dean, the top player for this Oakland team. Nice floater in the lane, not going to go. Oakland tips it away. Dean's going to pull it in now. Less than 20 left in the shot clock. Jabs left, now driving right. Kickback pass, a mid-range jumper. It's going to be an air ball. Elise Stuck pulls it in for the first rebound for the Michigan Wolverines. Rausch pushing in transition. Lob pass over the top, intended for Kaiser, but getting a right hand on it is Brianna Perry.
Yep, Naz Hillman not in the starting lineup today due to a little bit of a illness over the week. However, she is on the bench.
Inbounds pass to Maddie Nolan. Fires away from 3. No good off the back iron. Still locked at 0 here. Pushing up the left-hand side is Brady. Quick handoff, and we're going to have a travel call. And Olivia Sims got a little bit happy feet there. Tried to step into her jumper. Referee's got her walking.
Yeah, I actually referee basketball on the side, so I saw that travel, but I'm not going to call it from up here.
Cedor receives the handoff from Rausch. Now trying to go to work. Dribbles to her left side. Kick back Nolan. Looking inside. She's just got it stripped away from her. Diving on the floor is both Danielle Rausch and Kalasia Dean. Possession arrow is going to go in favor of the Wolverines, so they avoid the mistake there. They'll keep it on their half.
So far, good defense from this Oakland team.
Still locked at 0 here. 9 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Ball screen up top from Elise Stuck. Cedor driving hard with her left hand. Air balls the layup, and Oakland's out in transition. Kalasia Dean driving with the left hand. Tough floater, and she's going to be fouled. That one's going to be on number 3, Maddie Nolan. You talk about success for this Oakland team, and everything, and I mean everything, goes through Kalasia Dean. Last year in Oakland against the Michigan Wolverines, put up 12 points, no rebounds, had kind of a lackluster day, but this year she is playing out of her mind. 19.5 points per game, just under 5 rebounds per game, just under 3 assists per game, doing it all.
Yeah, and that's something that when a team rallies around one player like that, if Michigan's able to corral her a little bit, then it'll make things easier. But if someone scores 20 points a game, they're definitely a threat on that floor.
Dean knocks down both from the charity stripe, so Oakland out to an early 2-0 lead here. Errant pass eventually finds the hands of Michelle Cedor. She'll get a high ball screen from Kaiser now, driving with her right hand. Spins around, kick out for Rausch. Rausch tried to find Kaiser inside, now kick out to Stuck. Lob pass over the top, and Oakland right there to break it up. Who else? Kalasia Dean. Cross-court pass. A little too far. That one lands in the lap of Ari Wiggins on the Michigan bench. Intended for number 24, Brady. Sloppy basketball right now between the Golden Grizzlies and the Wolverines here. 8 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Still only 2 points scored. Dribble handoff to Nolan. Stuck now setting a ball screen. Pass inside. Elise Stuck going to her left hand. Kick out. Kaiser looked to show her shot from the top of the key. Now will hand off to Rausch. Clear lane to the basket. An easy wide open layup from Danielle Rausch. Michigan's got their first bucket, and we're tied at 2.
Great play by Rausch to go around the defense.
Danielle Roush has done an incredible job stepping up in that point guard spot after the early injury in game number 1 to starting point guard Amy Dilk. We saw Roush have to step up a lot in the tournament last year as Dilk didn't make the trip to San Antonio. As they say that, kick out, Maddie Nolan, good for 3.
Great penetration by Danielle Roush, and Maddie Nolan was able to get so open because Roush kind of drew in the defense.
Maddie Nolan this year making an early campaign to be named one of the best catch-and-shoot three-point shooters in all of Big Ten basketball. Driving hard with the left hand and missing the layup is number 10, Brienne Beatty. Michigan not wasting any time pushing up in transition. They've got a 5-2 lead. Ball screen coming from Kaiser. Roush facilitating up top. Pass to the wing. Cedar inside for Kaiser. Long cross-court pass. Roush kick to the corner. Nolan shoulder shot, now driving hard. Step back, kick out to Roush. Great ball move from Michigan. Tough floater from Danielle Roush, and she gets it to go.
Yeah, and Roush is really coming to her own, playing pivotal offense on all 3 Michigan scoring possessions.
7-2, Michigan up 5 here. 6.5 minutes left to play. Handoff up top, avoids the trap. Brienne Beatty trying to get something to work. Kick out. Kalasia Dean working one-on-one against Maddie Nolan. Jab, pull up the 3, no good. Cedar pulls down the rebound, and she's going to push in transition now. Didn't like the number she had. Cross-court pass to Roush. First substitution going to the line, or going to the box, rather, for the Grizzlies. Lee Stuck driving left hand, fighting through contact up and under. That one's good.
Good move by Elise Stuck, really stepping into a starting position role in for Naz Hillman.
Michigan up 7 here, 9-2. 6 minutes left to play here in quarter number 1. Pass across the way, trying to defend the ball. Screen is Stuck. Now Kaiser switches onto the ball handler. Pass to the corner. Roush applying defense now. Lukenbach trying to drive hard. Turnaround jumper. That one's tough, and it's going to go.
That was a really good move there by Olivia Sims on that baseline.
Pass up top for Stuck. Pass inside intended for Kaiser, but Kalasia Dean comes over out of nowhere. She's going to pull it down, driving all the way to the basket, foul hard, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 more. Looks like that foul is going to go on the point guard, Danielle Roush. So we've got our first substitutions of this contest. Checking in for the Golden Grizzlies is Kayla Lukenbach, as well as number 2, Lamari Williams. Dean heading to the free throw line for the second time today. Knocks down her third. A perfect 3 for 3 so far.
One thing I will say about the Michigan offense is they're trying to feed it to Emily Kaiser down low, but they're not really getting, or they're not really able to get that ball into her. She doesn't have that commanding post presence against this taller and more built Oakland defense.
Dean still perfect from the line. She's leading the way with 4 points. Cedar looking to make something happen now. Pass over to Nolan on the wing. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Kaiser looked towards the rim, didn't like what she saw. Handoff to Danielle Roush. Back through her legs. Gets the switch she wants. Lob pass inside. Kaiser's going to go up, and she's fouled. Michigan finally got the look they wanted. Beatty was right there on the defense. Just came over a little bit too late and caught Kaiser on the arm.
Yeah, good pick and roll action by Emily Kaiser and Roush there. It was the first time Emily Kaiser was able to cleanly get the ball in from a pass in from Roush from the arc. So we'll see if Emily Kaiser can make these free throws count.
Kaiser knocks down the first one. The lead now 10-6. 2 substitutions in for the Michigan Wolverines. Freshman Layla Felia, and then the All-American Naz Hillman coming in for the first time today. Felia's done a great job early in her Michigan career, just applying pressure on the defensive end and applying a little bit of a spark on the offensive end too. Super quick, very explosive. Still has to work on just refining her game. Got called a few times for travel in the last game against Central Michigan, but great signs to see if you're a Michigan women's basketball fan. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Oakland trying to get a pass inside. It's Lukenbach working one-on-one against Kaiser. Driving to her left hand. Kaiser pokes it away, and Lukenbach's going to get called for a travel. Immediate timeout on the floor as both teams head to their benches. The Michigan Wolverines up 5, 11-6 here in Crisler Center.
So far, Michigan's looking pretty good on the offensive side, and a little bit of things to clean up on the defensive end. they're allowing too much penetration and therefore fouling, especially when Kalijah Dean gets inside. And so that's one thing that Michigan's going to look to clean up. Kim Burns-Rico really, in the game plan, I feel like they really want to get the ball into Emily Kaiser down low, but it's just not working here. So they're probably going to have to work the ball towards the outside a little more, kind of like what Danielle Rausch and Maddie Nolan were doing earlier in the game, where Maddie Nolan got an open catch-and-shoot 3. So we'll look to see whether the Michigan Wolverines can do that with Oakland. However, they were playing really good defense at the beginning, but then the penetration just kind of got the best of them, and they kind of dissolved their defensive stance. So far, Oakland is sticking with the Michigan Wolverines. Michigan's ranked 13th now, 4-0, and so they're really trying to give these Wolverines a run for their money here in Crisler Center.
Yeah, the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, as we mentioned before, a very comparable team statistically to the Michigan Wolverines, is averaging 70 points a game to Michigan's just under 73, and Oakland's really been struggling to get it going. A pretty balanced team scoring. I mean, we mentioned that lone runner up top, Kalijah Dean, just under 20 points a game at 19.5. But other than that, very balanced all the way through. Lukenbach at 8.5, Williams at 9, Perry at 7, Beatty at 8.5. Like, they've got plenty of players who can score the basketball. Just struggling to find the bottom of the net so far tonight. 1 for 6 from the field for a whopping 16.5%. Going to look to get that up. As immediate timeout wraps up, both teams going to take their way back onto the floor. For Oakland, it's Williams, Beatty, Dean, Blackwell for the first time tonight, and Lukenbach. And for the Michigan Wolverines, it's Hillman, Nolan, Felia, Rausch, and Kaiser. Michigan back to their more typical two-big lineup. Start that game with Cedar and Stuck in there, a little bit undersized, but now with Kaiser and Hillman both in the game, you got 2 commanding post presences down low. It'll be Rausch to bring it up the court. Under 4.5 minutes left to play here. Ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay towards Michigan's way.
Kalijah Dean kind of just ran into the crowd.
Yeah, Kalijah Dean a little bit shaken up on that play.
Yeah.
You can see her kind of limping. The referee's going to come over and check on her. She gives the thumbs up that she's okay, so Michigan just to inbound. Rausch looking for somebody. He'll get it into Felia. Kaiser comes, sets her a ball screen. Felia going downhill with the left hand. Blocked. Right back at her. Blackwell gets a hand on it. Oakland wasting no time pushing up in transition. Blackwell didn't like what she saw. Kicked out to Kalijah Dean. Now it's Hillman guarding her one-on-one. Now Oakland gets the switch they want. Kaiser switches onto the ball handler. Maddie Nolan right there to poke a pass away. Oakland pulls it back in. 14 seconds left in the shot clock, and great defense there, as you said. Daniel Rausch getting a hand on the ball, forcing the jump ball there. Possession arrow is in the way of Oakland, so they'll inbound from underneath with 13 seconds left in the shot clock. Pass gets into Lukenbach up top. Hillman guarding the ball handler. Beatty trying to make something happen, and Maddie Nolan just steals it away. Pushes up in transition. Now going to look to get rid of it. Trap coming from Oakland. Finally gets it out of her hands and into the hands of Naz Hillman. Hillman calling for a handoff. Gives it to Rausch. Tried to drive downhill. Now pass inside Hillman. That's just textbook Michigan basketball there. Hillman's on the board for the first time. 13-6 with 3:40 left to play. Kalijah Dean, nice move, but looks like it was tipped by Kaiser. The layup felt a little bit short. Michigan barely avoids a turnover there. Maddie Nolan doing a nice job coming back to that ball. Michigan swinging all the way around the horn now. Handoff. Rausch now ripping baseline, getting all the way in. Kick to the corner. Maddie Nolan catch and shoot 3. Just short. Rausch pokes it out. Michigan's going to reset now. They've got a fresh 20 on the shot clock. 3:14 left to play here in the first quarter. Felia in the corner over to Kaiser up top. Cross-court pass. Rausch is going to pull up a 3 now. That one off the back iron, no good. Nolan pulls down a tough rebound up with the right hand. Misses, gets her own rebound. Up again. Wanted a foul call, but didn't get it. Michigan unable to put it in the bucket there. 13-6 the score. Under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter as Felia pokes away a pass, and she's got a coast-to-coast layup if nobody stops her. And she misses it. Kaiser can't pull it in. Ball is loose. Players all over the floor. Naz Hillman coming over to finally reel it in. The freshman doing a great job, not getting discouraged after missing the wide open layup. Diving after that ball on the floor. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Pass inside. Hillman going up with the right hand, and she's going to get hit on the arm. She'll shoot 2.
A long stretch of unfortunate misses there for the Michigan Wolverines. They tried their best to get a bunch of easy layups to fall, but just couldn't get any of them to really go down. The officials aren't calling much, it seems like, on the floor. And so it's imperative for the Wolverines to make those easy lay-ins when they can. But Naz getting that foul called was a great hustle move by her.
Crisler Center falls silent as Hillman shoots her first free throw. That one just too short off the front of the rim. 2 substitutions check in for the Wolverines. Nolan and Kaiser will head to the bench, and Cameron Williams and Jordan Hobbs will both check in for the first time. Hillman knocks down her second. She's got 3 points on the night. Michigan's 8-point lead puts them up 14-6. Oakland going to have to get something going here with just 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Trying to get something going, swinging the ball all the way around the horn.
Oh, good.
And Hobbs with a nice steal. She's got a transition layup if she wants it. Poked away from behind. Great hustle defense coming in from number 24, Beatty. Covered a lot of ground there to catch the freshman.
Yeah, Hobbs kind of had a breakaway, but great effort by Beatty to come back and save a couple points.
Roush's inbounds pass, good to Felia. Driving middle with the left hand. Step through move, no good. Left it short. Blackwell pulls down the rebound, now pushing up in transition to Williams. Hard right-hand move. And an errant layup. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Both Cameron Williams and number 0, Perry, were right there. Both of them pointing at each other. It's referee's going to side with Oakland there, so they will retain possession.
Well, Oakland's really struggling to get any offense going. As for a team that scores 70 points a game, they're only at 6 with 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
14-6 with 1:52 to play. Blackwell to inbound. Nice pass into Perry, working one-on-one against Williams. Driving to her right hand across the lane, and Michigan right there to take a charge. The freshman, Layla Felia, or just kidding, that one, Naz Hillman, the veteran, stepping in there to take one for her team.
Yeah, I think every official on the floor called that one at the same time. Something that shouldn't happen, but it was pretty apparent that it was a great charge taken by Naz Hillman.
Yeah, Perry looking to get one on the board early. Hard, aggressive drive to her right hand, but the experience of Hillman showing through. Williams down low, and she's going to get called for a travel. Visibly frustrated with that one. Her defender had 2 hands on her back before she even caught the ball.
Yeah, they're letting a lot go there on the floor currently, the officials.
Nice spin move up top to get past, and Oakland will kick it back out. Couple hesitation moves. Now pass up top. Gord over to the wing. Blackwell working one-on-one against the freshman Hobbs, and she stepped out of bounds. Had her beat with a nice cross, but the left foot hit the sideline. Hobbs lucky there.
A ton of turnovers by both teams in this first quarter. Just kind of sloppy with the ball.
Roush swings all the way up top. Cameron Williams now pass inside for Hillman. She's going to take a couple stutter steps and then put the layup up and in. She's got 5 and is now the leading scorer for the Wolverines. Michigan up 10, 16-6 here, under a minute to play. Driving all the way around the freshman Jordan Hobbs and getting to the rack is Williams. Her layup hits about every part of the rim and then bounces its way out of bounds.
Yeah, just nothing seeming to fall for Oakland so far.
Oakland an abysmal 1 for 9 from the field right now. Just
wow, abysmal.
Can't get one to fall.
That's a toilet paper word right there.
45 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. Roush up top to Felia. She'll get a screen from Kaiser now. Roush getting it back, driving middle. Step back, kick to Kaiser, open 3. That one's going to go. 19-6 as the clock ticks under 30 here in Crisler Center.
Great play off of the pick and roll with Emily Kaiser instead of going down low, coming back out for the shot. Steph Curry-esque.
Half a second separating the shot and game clock. Oakland most likely going to hold for 1 here. It's Felia guarding the ball. Dean taking her time, going to go to work on the freshman. Hesitation move, now driving to her right hand, and Felia gets called for the foul. Dean got around her, then hesitated, and Felia just kind of ran her over.
Just too aggressive by Felia. That'll come with time, though. She'll learn.
Shot clock will get shut off, so we've got 8.5 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. Lob pass, gets in bounds, kick outside. Williams driving to her right hand, gets a shot up. She's going to get called for a foul. Looks like it's going to be a foul called on her. Kaiser standing in there to take the charge. So Oakland unable to get a shot up before the quarter ends. There's 2 seconds left in the game clock. Michigan most likely just going to hold this one out as we head to quarter number 2. The Wolverines up 13, 19-6. Oakland just couldn't seem to get anything going.
Yeah, and Oakland didn't score in that last 5 minutes. I mean, they 5.5 minutes actually. Oakland locked in at 6 points only. And that's some great defense played by the Wolverines, forcing all those turnovers and making Oakland play to their style throughout that first quarter. And we'll look to see if Michigan can continue that good fortune as we move into the next 3 quarters.
Give you a quick stat recap for both teams. Niles Hillman leading the way in the points category for Michigan with 5 of their 19. Emily Kaiser with 4 rebounds and Danielle Roush with 2 assists. The team leaders in those on the side of Oakland. Kalasia Dean leading the way in both points and rebounds with 4 and 2 respectively. The team yet to tally an assist. We got a quick switch over on my co-broadcaster side. Thank you, Nabeel, for your contributions in the first quarter. Moving on, it's going to be me and Stevie Macgregor. How you doing, Stevie?
Doing just great, Charlie. Great first quarter for Michigan. Their defense just did not let Oakland get into any of their offensive sets there in that first quarter, forcing 9 turnovers, I believe, and holding them scoreless for the last 5 minutes of the first quarter. It's very impressive, and we'll see if they can keep up that defensive effort. It's been great so far, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, both teams sloppy with the basketball early. Oakland especially. As we mentioned, that close out that first quarter, Michigan went on a 10-0 run in the last 5 minutes. In the last 5.5 minutes, Oakland had 7 turnovers. You got to think those stats correlate in some fashion.
Yeah, I mean, Oakland just wasn't able to get anything going, and it just led to transition opportunities for Michigan, because it wasn't just them missing shots. It was them turning the ball over, letting Michigan get into transition offense. And that really got the Wolverines going offensively, because for those first couple of minutes, when Michigan was trying to get the ball down low, Oakland was doing a nice job of rotating and denying that. But once Michigan was able to kind of get in a rhythm because of those turnovers, they've kind of taken control of the game.
As the inbounds pass comes for quarter number 2, Ari Wiggins checks in for the first time. She'll come in for Danielle Roush. Wiggins gets a pass from Maddie Nolan. Now bounce pass inside Hillman. Working one-on-one in the elbow, driving right hand, kick to the corner. Nolan showed her shot, didn't like what she saw. A nice ball movement from the Wolverines off the right hand of Naz Hillman. Kaiser had her inside. Now the 4th turnover of the game for Michigan. See Coach Arico on the bench, unhappy with that one.
Yeah, they had Hillman down low, just unable to find her.
As I say that, an errant pass through the hands of Brienne Beatty, and that's another turnover for Oakland. Now in double-digit turnovers, just 30 seconds into the second quarter.
Yeah, they're at this pace, they're gonna eclipse 40 turnovers in this game.
Kaiser handoff, Wiggins driving to the foul line. Kick outside for Hobbs. Kaiser will come set her a screen. Ari driving, left hand. Kick outside, Nolan for 3, no good. Hillman pulls down the rebound, fights through contact. That's going to be a foul called, looks like on Maddie Nolan. Correction, the foul is going to go on Oakland. It's going to be on Kalasia Dean coming in on the backside of Hillman. Elise Stuck checks back in for Naz Hillman. Ari Wiggins to inbound. Lob pass up. Square up. Pull up jumper from the elbow. That one's going to go. That one coming off the right hand, Emily Kaiser. That one about as easy as they get. Square up. Brienne Beatty Brianna Perry just didn't respect the jump shot of Emily Kaiser, and Kaiser makes her pay. Getting all the way to the lane and putting up a floater is number 33, Sims. Kick out now, and that's a 3-ball good. Finally finding the bottom of the bucket is Brady. Her first 3 points of the night.
Yeah, breaking a near 7-minute scoring drought for the Golden Grizzlies.
Kaiser kicks over to Wiggins. Driving to her right hand. That is her weak side. Pass inside intended for Kaiser. Loose. Everybody's hitting the floor. Oakland able to pull it down on them. They've got transition numbers as Stuck is on the floor. Pull up jumper in transition way outside. You hear the cheers from the crowd of air ball. Kalasia Dean had a transition 3 and just airmailed it. Pull up jumper from Jordan Hobbs in transition now no good off the back iron.
Yeah, and Oakland, it's kind of become a theme. They've thrown up some wild shots here in these first few minutes of the second quarter.
Trap coming from Wiggins and Kaiser. Kalasia Dean somehow able to escape it, and taking another charge is Elise Stuck. Now the third charge of the game for the Michigan Wolverines. That's something you love to see if you're Coach Kim Barnes-Arico. Your players just standing in there, putting their bodies on the line for the betterment of your team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been great to see so far. The Wolverines, every time that Oakland has gotten into the lane, there's always been somebody there ready to take a charge. It's been great help defense.
Roush working on 2 defenders now, getting inside. Pass up top. Kaiser showed her shot, didn't like what she saw. Tries to hit it, cutting Elise Stuck. Pass just too far for Stuck to pull in. Michelle Cedor will check in for Jordan Hobbs.
Yeah, when Michigan has tried to go high-low, it's not really worked too well for them, as they've that's when most of their turnovers have come, is just errant passes on those high-lows.
Another 3-ball good for Oakland. Correction, that one a deep 2. Referees quickly deliberated. Cedor driving baseline, kicks back outside. 21-11 the score with 7 minutes left to play here in the first half. Pass to Elise Stuck, looking inside for Kaiser, spins in left-handed layup. That one's good, 23-11. Michigan finally gets that high-low pass they've been wanting. Handoff up top. Brienne Beatty, step-back jumper on Stuck, got her to move. That one too long. Cedor pulls down a rebound, her second of the night. Pushing in transition now. Kick to Danielle Roush. She's got a wide-open 3. That one's good. Tack a couple more on, and Oakland's going to call timeout, 26-11.
Yeah, the Wolverines just keep on coming. Production coming from all over the floor is now Kaiser with 9 and Roush with 7. And it's just been just overwhelming Oakland so far on the defense. Started with the defense, and I mean that's just led to offense. They found their rhythm. It looked a little bit ugly in those first few minutes, but they've definitely found their rhythm now, and Michigan's playing great basketball, even without a ton from their star, Naz Hillman.
Very balanced scoring for the Michigan Wolverines. Kaiser's got 9. Roush has 7. Hillman with 5. Nolan with 3. Plenty of people who can score the basketball. They've got a comfortable 15-point lead here with 6:27 left to play in the first half. Michigan 10 for 23 from the field for just under 44%. Oakland still struggling to find the bottom of the bucket. 3 for 15. You know, we mentioned a few times today, Kalasia Dean, 19.5 points per game through their first 4 games of the season. Coming into this one has been less than stellar to start this one off.
Yeah, Michigan's defense has been suffocating. Every time she's gotten the ball, when she's tried to drive. When she's gotten past her defender, there's always been somebody there to provide help. And she just hasn't been able to get anything going. It'll be key for Oakland if they want to stay in this game leading up until halftime to get Kalijah Dean going.
Most success for Oakland last year in Oakland was coming off the hands of Dean and Lukenbach. They had 12 points and 10 points respectively. Also chipping in a pretty good game was Brienne Beatty, 4 points, 2 assists, and 2 boards. But again, as we mentioned, when you look back at that game last year, Naz Hillman was really the one name that stuck out. 37 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist, just 3 points shy of a 40 ball. And I mean, nobody could touch her. You mentioned, started this game, Michigan currently the number 13th ranked team in the country with a perfect 5-0 record after beating in-state rival Central Michigan earlier last week. Back on Saturday, November 20th, Michigan was down 3 players in that game. Obviously, Amy Dilk still out with injury, but neither Leah Brown nor Naz Hillman dressed for that game. Hillman didn't even make the trip. Michigan had to have everyone step up. Danielle Roush had 13 points. Kaiser had 11. Coming out of the timeout, Oakland going to look to get things going. Pull-up jumper. That one, a 3 ball, is going to bounce and sit on top of the backboard for a good few seconds. Kaiser was just looking at it. You thought that ball was out of bounds.
Yeah, that was just bizarre. I've never seen it just roll on the top of the backboard.
Handoff, Roush driving downhill with her left hand all the way to the basket. Fouled and one! Count it! Danielle Roush goes all the way from the right wing, all the way back down to her left hand for the and one layup.
Yeah, great little scoop shot there. She was felt some contact, was going down, able to get a little scoop shot off. It was just beautiful, lays it up and in, has a chance at a 3-point play.
28-11, make it 29. Roush, a very consistent free throw shooter. Just under 6 minutes left to play here. Michigan on an 8-0 run over the last minute. Pass to the elbow, now kick back outside. Nice move to get all the way to the basket and up with the left hand. That one good. Brady now has 5. Those 5, that layup. We'll put her at 5 points and move her into the leading scorer spot for the Golden Grizzlies. Pass to the corner for Nolan. Gets a ball screen from Kaiser. Nolan kicks back. Kaiser on the right wing. Look to show her shot for a second. Now elects to dribble over with the left hand. Pushing Nolan through. Cedar trying to fight through a screen. Can't get it. 4 seconds left in the shot clock. 3. Pass inside. Kaiser turnaround jumper is going to leave it short, and that one going to be a shot clock violation. Didn't catch the rim.
Yeah, Michigan just looked a little out of sorts there. They're never able to get the dribble handoff action that they were looking for on that possession. And got to give credit to Oakland there. They were able to deny the ball and force a really tough and ultimately a shot clock violation.
Kick out. Looked for 3, but decided not to pull was Perry. Past the elbow now, kicking the outside. Michigan trying to apply the trap once more. It's Brady driving to her right hand. Switches on to Nolan. Spin back. Perry going to pull another 3. This one off the right side of the rim. But Oakland able to pull down the rebound. Trying to step through about 4 defenders is Gord. And Michigan able to pull it down, and it's there in transition now. Felia working one-on-one. And that one's going to be a charge. Pretty blatant. Freshman tried to go with the Euro step. Oakland read it all the way. Williams just stood in there and took a nice charge.
Yeah, just a little out of control there. Didn't really tried the Euro step, kind of lost control of the ball a little bit, and it's caused her to barrel right into that Oakland defender.
It'll be Brady to bring the ball up the court. Really the only one who's gotten anything going here for the Golden Grizzlies. 5 of their 13 points. Michigan up 16, 29-13 with 4:20 left to play here in the half. Clear lane all the way to the basket, and she's going to be fouled. That one, Williams driving downhill. It's going to be on the freshman number 5, Layla Felia.
And that is her 3rd foul, so I'd have to assume she's going to check out, as she does.
Felia heads to the bench. Ari Wiggins will check back in. Michigan has not been hesitant to go to the bench here early. Down 16, the first free throw from Williams. Good. The free throw line really the only spot where Oakland's found success tonight. A perfect 5 for 5 so far in the first half. Second one up and good. Make it a perfect 6 for 6. 29-15 with just over 4 minutes left to play in the half. Wiggins passes to the wing to Kaiser. Now she'll get it back. Driving with her left hand, the dominant hand for Wiggins. Pass to the corner for Roush. That one too far out towards the right side, and just an unforced turnover there for the Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, just a little sloppy on the offensive end. Never something you want to see from the Wolverines.
Have a quick whistle. That one looks like it's going to be on Ari Wiggins. They called her for a foul off the ball coming over a screen. Not really too sure what the call is. Driving downhill, and they'll pull-up jumper from the free throw line. That one good. Brady's now got 7.
Yeah, that free throw line's been Oakland's friend so far.
29-17. 3:40 left to play in the half. Hand off to Wiggins, driving to her right-hand side. Pass back out to Roush. That one outside again. Kaiser's going to pull it from 3 off the pass from Roush. No good. Good job there from Roush to reel that one in. The pass very similar to the one the turnover came on.
Yeah, and Oakland now on a 6-0 run.
Brady with a little bit of a heat check there. Deep 2 on the pull-up jumper. Wiggins pass inside for Kaiser. It was a great pass, but goes off her right hand. 2 substitutions check in. It's going to be Cedar for Wiggins. And it's also going to be Olivia Sims checking in for the Oakland Golden Gophers. She'll come in for Blackwell.
Yeah, just another unforced error for Michigan. I mean, that was just a simple entry pass. Want to at least get that completed and get into the post, but unfortunately, another turnover for the Wolverines.
Oakland on a 6-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Still down 12, 29-17. Pass, 3 ball, no good. That one a little bit too deep. Rebound all over the place. Hillman can't pull it in. It's going to be a jump ball, and it's looks like it's going to stay with the Golden Grizzlies. Lukenbach had a wide open look, but just put it too long. It'll be Williams to inbound underneath. Referees have a quick discussion, not really too sure what they're talking about.
Looks like Gord's getting her hand wrapped, it looks like.
And now we're good. She quick checks back in. A little bit of an interesting delay there.
Yeah, it looks like she went over the bench to get her hand wrapped or something of the sorts, and she's just right back in.
A little piece of tape. Looks like it might have been blood or something of that sort. 29-17, 2:48 left to play. Inbounds pass, gets into Gord, fresh off the bench. Working one-on-one against Hillman. Pull-up jumper, awkward-looking shot. Maddie Nolan pulls down the rebound. Pushing in transition now. Had an open Cedar in the corner, elected not to shoot it. Pass to the corner. Cedar now on the extra pass. That 3, no good, a little bit too far. Nolan passed up the open look. Blackwell going coast to coast, driving all the way. Tipped up by Kaiser, but still somehow finds the bottom of the net. Oakland now on an 8-0 run. The lead cut to just 10. 29-19, 2:14 to play.
Beautiful drive there from Blackwell, just going coast to coast. Michigan defense never really picked her up and just allowed her into the lane to get a nice layup.
Cedar kickback pass to Kaiser. She'll kick to Cedar in the corner. 7 seconds left in the shot clock. Hillman gets a pass from Cedar, and that one's going to be good. Easy layup there for Nas Hillman. She's got 7. Gord tried to take a charge underneath. She was in the restricted area. Referees elected to go with the no call. High ball screen coming from Lukenbach. Easy wide open look on a layup. And missing is Gord. Michigan had left her wide open. Miscommunication on the ball screen. Oakland misses a golden opportunity there. Whistle called off the ball. Looks like that one's going to be a foul on Naz Hillman.
Yeah, it looked like Lukenbach maybe caught an elbow or a little chicken wing. But she definitely sold it to the best of her abilities, and that will be going the other way.
Coach Kim Barnes-Arico immediately in the referee's ear after that one. 31-19, a minute 20 left to play here in the first half. Nolan guarding the ball as Isabel Verajao checks in, or heads to the check-in table rather. Maddie Nolan with the block. Loose ball, Roush able to pull it down. Kick back to Hillman. She'll push in transition now. Pass over to Nolan. Shorter shot now inside to Kaiser. Dribbling left hand, spins back to right, up and in. Tough layup from Emily Kaiser. Michigan with 4 turnovers in the past 5 minutes. Looking to clean it up here as the clock ticks under a minute left to play. Blackwell trying to fight through all sorts of screens. Now just turns it over, throws it way short. The pass was intended for Brianna Perry, but Kaiser able to run in and scoop it up. 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock here in the first half. Oakland will get the last shot. Cedar comes up, gets the pass from Roush. Kicks to Roush now. She's got a wide open 3. Elects not to pull. She'll waste as much time as possible. Gets inside. Tough floater with the left hand off the back iron. No good. Williams now pushing in transition with under 10 seconds left to play. Just running all over the place, and we're going to have a foul call. That one coming on Maddie Nolan. Roush hit the floor. Williams took an awkward spin. Looked like she traveled.
Yeah. Williams is fortunate to be going to the line there. That was a kind of a mess of a play.
With 2 seconds left in the half, Isabel Verajao checks in for Hillman. Smart play there. Don't want Hillman to pick up a ticky-tack foul with no time left in the half. 7th free throw of the night for the Golden Grizzlies, up and good. Williams now 3 for 3 from the line. Make it 4 for 4. 2 minutes left to play in the half. Kaiser's going to inbound. Pass to Cedar. She'll try to put up a 3/4 court shot. That one's got a chance. Oh, off the backboard and just off the rim. So we will head to the half. Michigan with a 12-point lead, 33-21. At one point, it looked like this was all Michigan's game. Oakland decided that they weren't going to go out of the fight that easily. Put together an 8-0 run to fight their way back into this one. Both teams playing sloppily right now. 22 total first half turnovers between the two teams. 12 of them to Oakland, 10 to Michigan.
Yeah, and a lot of those have just been unforced. Just passes going through people's hands. Just no defensive pressure, just simple passes. And Michigan's definitely going to look to clean that up. One of the telling stats of the first half is Michigan with 8 assists, while Oakland with only 1. And you can see that with the ball movement that Michigan's has had so far. They've been trying to move it around, get it down low, get it to Hillman, get it to Kaiser. And the Golden Grizzlies just really haven't had an answer when the Wolverines have been able to effectively move the ball around. And the stifling defense of Michigan has not allowed the Grizzlies to get into a rhythm, really. And they've kind of just been forced to play isolation ball.
Give you the quick recap of the first half stats. The team leaders, Kaiser leading the way with 11 points. Maddie Nolan leading the way with 7 rebounds, and Danielle Roush with 2 assists on the side of Oakland. Brady with 7 points, Perry with 3 rebounds, and Beatty with the lone assist for the Oakland Golden Grizzlies. With that, that's going to do it for first half coverage of WCBN Sports and Michigan women's basketball. We will see you back here in about 10 minutes for second half coverage. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan women's basketball live here from Crisler Center. Just about ready to go for second half action. If you missed the first half, Michigan currently up 33-21 going into the second half. It has been a pretty sloppy game so far. 22 total turnovers between the two teams. At one point, Oakland had 9 turnovers over the course of just 4 minutes. Whether that's a testament to the defense of both teams or just sloppy passing, it was definitely something that both coaches would want to touch on during the half. Oakland struggled to get things going from the floor. At one point, was shooting as low as 11%. He's gotten that up a little bit to 22.5. Michigan, a 13 for 30 for 43%. As Michigan comes out of the tunnel, leading the way for the Wolverines, Emily Kaiser with 11 points started this game in place of Naz Hillman. Hillman earlier in the week did not make the trip to Central Michigan due to undisclosed reasons, illness, injury, whatever it may be. Was not in the starting lineup tonight. Has seen decent minutes, though. She's got 7 points of her own, but Kaiser definitely holding her own.
Yeah, Michigan's been looking to spread it around early and often. As you said, Kaiser and Hillman combining for 18, but I mean, it's been a balanced effort for the Wolverines. They've definitely looked to get everybody involved. And I assume we'll see that theme continue here in the second half.
Michigan currently coming into this game a perfect 5-0 record, looking to make it 6-0. They sit at number 13 in the nation. And boy, let me tell you, women's college basketball right now is as competitive as they come. Today, currently as the rankings sit, South Carolina is at number 1, UConn at number 2. There, UConn's only loss came to South Carolina earlier today. That game was about as close as they come. 73-57 the final score, but it was much closer than that until Gamecocks kind of pulled away in the closing few minutes. But you go down the line, Paige Beckers, one of the best players in the country, had a very good game, 19 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, but Carolina is really the ones who showed out. Aaliyah Boston, 22 points, 15 rebounds, an absolute dominant performance. Zaya Cook, 17 points of her own. I mean, that game could potentially be a preview for the national championship this year.
Well, Michigan hopefully has something to say about that.
Horn sounds, and we are set to go. It'll be Michigan ball to start the half. Pass all the way around the horn. Nice backdoor cut from Maddie Nolan, and Michigan turns it over again. Kaiser had her. From up here, at least, it looked like it might have been Kalasia Dean who tipped that ball out of bounds, but the referees disagree. Dean working one-on-one, back to her left hand now. Pull-up jumper, she gets that one to go. Good start to the half for Oakland.
Yeah, first possession of the half and more of the same for Michigan. Just another, maybe not unforced, as there might have been a tip, but unforced turnover.
Kaiser handoff, Nolan working to her left hand, and that's going to be a foul call. Be interesting to see who it goes on. It is going to go on Oakland. Kalasia Dean hit the ground hard. That's her 4th personal foul, so she's going to have to check out early here in the second half. She is visibly frustrated with that call.
Yeah, just kind of a dribble handoff where Dean collided with the Michigan handoff lady, and kind of unfortunate.
Nolan almost turns it over again. Kaiser able to pull in the tipped pass. Dribbling to her left hand now, kick back Kaiser. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Spins around, kicks outside, pass intended for Cedar, and jumping right in front of it. And now going coast to coast is Olivia Sims.
Yeah, just sloppy play again here to start the second half for Michigan. Really got to clean it up.
12 turnovers for both teams. Michigan's lead now cut to single digits. 33-25 the score with 8:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Nolan had an open look, decided to pass it up. Pass now up top, Roush. Kick to the corner, Cedar. Look towards the rim, now back up top, Kaiser. Michigan unable to get any penetration. 1 second left in the shot clock. Putting up a deep three is Maddie Nolan, and she's going to airball. That will be another shot clock violation.
Yeah, not what you want to see from Michigan coming out of the break. Just 3 ugly possessions. Didn't really get anything going down deep into the paint. Just kind of looking for perimeter looks on that possession, and just nice defense from Oakland, and just not great.
3 ball rattles all the way around the rim and falls out to the left-hand side. Sims on the attempt. Roush dribbles to her right hand. Nice little in and out, gets back to the middle. Tried to look for Kaiser inside, now gets it to her. Jab step from Kaiser, pass back outside Roush. Driving hard with the left hand, puts up a righty floater, no good. Stuck, pulls down the rebound. She's going to go up with the left and is fouled. Layup. Can't find the bottom of the net, so she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, nice work on the board there from Stuck. Getting herself an offensive rebound. Unable to make it a 3-point play opportunity, but very nice to get to the line. And hopefully, for now, quell this little run to start the second half from Oakland.
Beatty will check out. Gord will check in for the Golden Grizzlies. Stuck's first free throw good. Cameron Williams sitting at the check-in table. She will check in for Elise Stuck if she makes this free throw. Second one from Stuck, up and good. Lead back up to double digits, 35-25 with just under 8 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Oakland already with 2 fouls this quarter. Brady bringing the ball up with the right hand, the leading scorer for the Golden Grizzlies. Cedor guarding the ball now, swung all the way around. Nice trap from Michigan, and Roush poked it away, but just too far out of her reach. It'll go out of bounds, and the Golden Grizzlies have got a second chance.
Nice active hands there from Roush, just unfortunately a little too close to the sideline, just knocked it out of bounds.
Under 10 seconds left in the shot clock. 2 high ball screens coming. Michigan switches onto the ball. 3, 2, 1, getting all the way to the middle of the lane, putting up a tough floater. And that one's going to go as a shot clock violation. Missed the rim completely to the right-hand side.
Yeah, just swarming defense there from Michigan. Kaiser was out on the perimeter double-teaming Williams as she tried to get into the lane and get her shot up. And it worked. Just a great defensive possession there from Michigan.
Blackwell will check in for Williams. 7:23 left to play here. Michigan up 35-25. Roush to bring it up the floor. Gets sort of a half blur screen from Kaiser. Now Kaiser will come over and set a high ball screen for Maddie Nolan. Gets to the free throw line. Pass inside Williams, driving to her right hand, trying to spin back left. Nice step through, up and one! Cameron Williams, great step through move.
Yeah, that was good defense initially. Forced her back inside, away from her right hand, but great recovery there by Williams. And as you said, great step through and a chance of the 3-point play.
Williams looking to convert the and one, and she does. 38-25 here in Crisler. 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Brady bringing the ball up the court, now trying to fight through a couple screens. She's got an open look up top, but she wants to drive. Cedor trying to force her to her left hand. Now she'll swing it to the outside. Step back jumper, that one good. Tough look from Olivia Sims, and she gets it to go. Roush will push Cedor through and get a ball screen from Kaiser. Back to her right hand. Driving inside, didn't like what she saw, pulled it back out. Pass to Nolan now in the corner. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Maddie Nolan driving left hand, step back. Lob pass inside for Kaiser is tipped out of play.
Yeah, nice work from Perry there to deflect that, because if Kaiser gets that, that's another easy layup for the Wolverines.
9 seconds left in the shot clock, so Michigan's going to have to get one off quick. Nolan flashes the corner. Showed shot fake, dribbling to her left hand. Step back, kick to Kaiser in the short corner. Left hand dribble, spinning back to her right shoulder. There's going to be a whistle. It's going to be an over-the-back call on Cameron Williams. Correction, looks like Cameron Williams did go over the back, but they called Kayla Lukenbach for taking her legs out.
Yeah, that's an interesting call. Definitely, I definitely saw the same thing as Charlie there. That looked like a textbook over-the-back foul, but apparently not.
Hillman checks in for Kaiser. Michigan's got a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Hillman working down low, just power dribbles with the right hand, and that one's up and good. That one is an easy layup.
Yeah, she's just too strong. Perry had absolutely no chances. Got blown off with those 2 power dribbles.
Another 3 ball. That one way wide is going to go off the left hand of Perry. That one, a heat check from Olivia Sims. Layla Filia will check in for Michelle Sedor. Hillman inbounds to Roush. Bringing it up the floor with the right hand now right in front of the Michigan bench. Filia flashes high. Roush cuts through. Now she'll get a ball screen from Hillman. Clean lane all the way to the basket, and that was an easy layup that she misses. Filia can't pull it in. It's tipped away by Blackwell, Michigan.
Yeah, that's
unable to convert the easy one, but they'll still retain possession.
That's one of those ones you gotta have. That's a uncontested layup line type layup, and just unable to convert.
40-28 is the score here in Crisler Center. 5:30 left to play in the third quarter. Roush inbounds pass to Maddie Nolan. Blackwell applying pressure. Ball swung all the way around the horn. Filia calling for a ball screen, now kicks inside to Cameron Williams, and she's going to be called for a travel. Tried that same step through move. .12 lead for the Wolverines. Oakland with 4 fouls to Michigan's none here in the quarter. Blackwell, hesitation now, back to her right hand. Dishes off to Beatty. Nice hedge high up top from Cameron Williams, and Oakland's going to turn it over. Beatty tried to throw a kickback pass to Blackwell on this near sideline, and just too far to her left-hand side and out of bounds.
Yeah, nice pressure there from Williams, forcing Beatty back all the way to the half-court line and forcing that turnover.
Ball screen from Hillman. Filia driving downhill with her right hand. She'll go up with it. Tough layup. Nobody there to catch the rebound besides Naz Hillman. That one about as uncontested as they come. Michigan's lead extends even more. 42-28. Hillman's got 11. 3 ball from the corner from Blackwell. That one off the front of the rim. Hillman pulled it down, tried to go in transition. She gets caught in the arm, so she'll shoot 2. That foul going to go on Beatty.
Yeah, and Beatty definitely was trying to stop a transition opportunity for Michigan there, but fortunately, with how many quick fouls the Grizzlies have had so far, Michigan will be shooting free throws when we come back.
Heading to immediate timeout. Oakland started off this half hot. Went on a 5-0 run to start it. They are scoreless in their last 2 minutes. Here, Michigan, the keys have to be just keep your foot on the gas. It really seems like, when Michigan tries to slow it down and run through their sets, Oakland matches up pretty well, but Oakland just can't really keep up with the pace of the Wolverines.
Yeah, when Michigan's letting their defense create their offense and get into their motions and their offense earlier in the shot clock, it's looked a lot cleaner than when they've tried to slow it down, pull it back. Because Oakland's had some answers. I mean, they've looked pretty decent on the defensive end when Michigan's been in the half court. But, I mean, Michigan's just a little bit too much for them, especially with that suffocating defense.
Michigan now with 3 Wolverines in double digits. Hillman and Kaiser both have 11. Danielle Roush has 10. They combining for 32 of Michigan's 42. On the side of the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, it's been Beatty most of the way, 7 of their 28 points. Oakland still struggling from the field, just 9 for 34 for 26.5%. This media timeout wraps up. Both teams head back out there onto the floor. For the Golden Grizzlies, looks like it's going to be Lukenbach, Perry, Olivia Sims. Then alongside them, it will be Beatty, And the final one wrapping out that lineup looks like it's going to be Gord. For Michigan, it's going to be Felia, Nolan, Roush, Williams, and Nas Hillman at the free throw line. She will shoot 2. Remember, she was fouled going in transition. Michigan is in the bonus. Crowd foul silent. First free throw from Hillman. That one's good. Make her total 12 on the night. Looking to make it 2 for 2. This one up and good.
Yeah, and the free throw shooting on both sides has been very impressive. I mean, Oakland 8 for 8 and Michigan 8 for 9. Just looking calm and composed up there.
Hillman obviously a presence down low. She knows she's going to get to the free throw line a bunch of times a day. She's worked extensively on that in the offseason just to improve her game. Pass inside, wide open Lukenbach, and she's got a wide open left-handed layup.
And that was a good defensive possession for Michigan. Nas Hillman almost able to come up with a steal, but unfortunately, Oakland was able to catch the Wolverines out of position and get an easy bucket.
Felia swings back to Hillman, dribble handoff to Danielle Roush. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Roush getting to the free throw line now. Pass inside for Williams. Nice move there to create space, and she's got a left-handed layup.
Yeah, Williams just had Lukenbach just completely sealed off there. Just had the entire paint to herself.
Driving hard downhill as Williams tried to kick out to the corner. Michigan right there to tip it away. Swarm of defenders. Hillman, Felia, and Nolan all stepped over towards the ball. Brady to inbound. The leading scorer, Sims, flashes to the corner. Now she'll go back up top as a safety and catch the inbound. Pass over to Williams, guarded by Nolan. High ball screen coming. Williams driving back to her left hand, driving all the way through, and that one's going to be a foul call on Nolan on the ground. That'll be her 3rd personal, team's first. Sims to inbound. Pass gets in cleanly to Perry. Perry still scoreless in this one. Sims driving all the way. Kick. Lukenbach. Short pull-up jumper. That one used about every part of the basket it could. Hit the rim 3 separate times, plus the backboard. But finally finds the bottom. 46-32. Michigan up 14. 3 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Felia. Hesitation. Driving downhill. Wide open layup, and that one's good.
Yeah. Great seal off there from Williams, giving Felia that lane to the basket for an easy layup.
You know, obviously, Nas Hillman, one of, if not the best player in the country, unanimous preseason All Big Ten, was one of the most dominant players in the country last season, won Big Ten Player of the Year. But that's not to say that she's the only big on this team that can score. As we've seen, Kaiser stepped up. Cameron Williams has done very well in the time that she's been able to play. Williams, only a sophomore, came in last year as a freshman, as a 5-star recruit. The future is bright for this Michigan team.
Yes, for sure. And I think getting those players' development in these early season games where, let's be honest, the level of competition is a little bit lower is going to be essential for Michigan, especially when it comes down to stretch. As, I mean, we've already seen the Michigan Wolverines with Amy Dilk and Nas Hillman last game have withstood some injuries, and I mean, having that depth present is going to be essential to Michigan making another deep run in the tourney.
You look at the AP top 25 right now. As you mentioned, Michigan currently sits at 13th, but you look at the people ahead of them. 3 Big Ten teams ahead of Michigan in the rankings. Maryland at number 3 in the country. Indiana at number 4. Iowa sitting at 8th. Also coming in the top 25 is Ohio State at 21. So that's 5 Big Ten teams in the top 25. Big Ten this year is competitive as they come. Not to mention some of the other schools that haven't quite cracked the top 25, but are still very good programs this year. One that stands out to me is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. I mean, they won their last game 113-58, given it was against a not incredible North Carolina State school. but you don't put up 113 points without being at least somewhat decent.
Yeah, I mean, the Big Ten, at least by the AP poll, looks to be super competitive this year, so it'll be a tough season for Michigan, but, I mean, we have the depth and should be a fun season of women's basketball for the Wolverines.
As I mentioned, Huskers not in the top 25, but currently number 1 in the nation in scoring offense, scoring margin, assist-to-turnover ratio, and defensive rebounds per game. So absolutely dominant there down in Nebraska. Jazz Shelley, the transfer from Oregon, had a triple-double in just 20 minutes last game. The Big Ten is very exciting and will be all season. Media timeout wraps up. It'll be Oakland on the offensive attack. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to play here. Pull-up jumper with 8 seconds left in the shot clock is going to sit on the rim for a second and finally drop. Brady, good for another one. She's got 9. 48-34, Michigan up 14. 2:30 left to play. Pass to the corner for Nolan. Looked inside. Cross-court pass intended for Layla Felia, but hits Danielle Roush. And Oakland's got another steal. Williams working in transition. Gets Felia up in the air. Can't convert on the layup. Williams pulls it down. Now in transition, Roush crosses back over to her right-hand side. Pass Felia in the corner. She's got all sorts of room to shoot. Pulls up. That one long. Gord just kind of dared her to shoot that one in the corner. Minute 50 left to play here in the third quarter. Pass to the wing. It's Olivia Sims guarded by Naz Hillman. Cross-court pass goes to Williams. Nice little slip on the ball screen and a wide open layup. That one good for Gord, her first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, Michigan kind of just caught ball watching there as they just let Gord slip right through and get an easy layup.
Michigan has struggled guarding the slip as of late. UMass Lowell kind of beat up on them with it. Central Michigan got a few easy buckets in their last matchup. It's Layla Felia picking up full court, and she forces a turnover.
Yeah, great defensive intensity there. She just picked up two girls on that possession and forced them and got an extra possession here for the Wolverines.
2 substitutions coming in. It's Emily Kaiser and Whitney Solemn for the first time today. Cameron Williams and Naz Hillman will head to the bench. Ari Wiggins will also check in. She will give Maddie Nolan a break. So 1 minute, 3 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Michigan up 12. Roush to inbound with the 48-36 lead. Nice little bounce pass into Kaiser. She'll dribble out, now hand off to Roush, driving downhill all the way to the basket. Has it poked away from her, but she recovers. Looking for something. Pass to Felia in the middle. She gets it in traffic. Can't convert the layup. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up again, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2.
Yeah, sloppy possession there from the Wolverines, but able to get to the free throw line. So, no matter the execution, great result.
Neither team really able to pull it down. As we're going to have a quick whistle, and that they changed the call there. The foul is going to go on number 0, Brianna Perry. Both teams head to their respective huddles as the referees talk over this with the scorebook. Oakland putting together a little bit of a run here for their last 5 have found the bottom of the net. Michigan scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
And it looks like they're looking at the foul again. I'm not exactly sure what they're looking at, but must be. I'm not sure if they're reviewing if it was a shooting or a foul on the floor. I mean, nonetheless, Michigan will be shooting free throws. I guess it kind of just depends on who.
Michigan dominating the glass tonight. 29 rebounds to Oakland's 18. Just out-muscling them down low. As we mentioned a few times. Sloppy passing from both teams tonight. As we're still yet to get to the fourth quarter, both teams have 14 turnovers of their own.
Yeah, I mean, and since those first couple possessions of the second half, Michigan has really cleaned up those turnovers. I mean, they had 2 in their first 2 possessions, I believe. or well, no, 3 in their first 3 possessions, I believe, and they've been able to clean it up since then. So definitely Michigan kind of coming into the game a little bit more.
Referees still discussing over at the table. Both teams still just chilling in their huddles. Not really sure what the holdup is. They've got some sort of clipboard out. Finally, they're nodding, and looks like we might finally get a call here. One referee heads over to talk to Coach Kim Barnes-Arico in the Michigan huddle.
Yeah, it was a sloppy play, so I guess just a little confusion on. Really not sure what the confusion's about.
Looks like it will be a technical foul call. Very confused as to what the call is here. They called an intentional foul on Whitney Solom. Layla Feely is lined up like she's shooting a technical foul.
Yeah, maybe that's. I think that's just like the foul on the floor that she's shooting right now. I'm very, very confused as to what's going on right now.
Feely knocks down both of her free throws. And now Oakland will shoot 2 of their own. It'll be Kalasia Dean to shoot 2. Dean's first free throw way off the mark, misses the entire rim, hits the backboard off to the left.
Ooh. Yeah, that one was ugly.
The Michigan band making a difference behind the backboard. Dean hits the second.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where the intentional foul on Solom was, but I guess the referees found something, and Golden Grizzlies able to get a point off of it.
50-37 is the score here. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Kaiser tried to take a charge way up top. Lob pass over the top to Perry. Rattles all around. Kaiser gets over to it, passes it inbound, saving it. Solom pulls it in. Shot and game clock separated by only 0.3 of a second. Michigan going to look to take the last shot here. Solom comes up, sets a ball screen for Felia, kicks over to Kaiser. Clock ticks to 10. Roush fighting off both sides of a ball screen, getting all the way inside. Pass intended for Solom, poked away, and Kalasia Dean's out and running. 2 seconds left in the clock. Gets up an awkward 3, and that one hits the side of the backboard. No good. We're going to head to the fourth quarter. Oakland 4 their last 5 from the field. Michigan no field goals in their last 3 minutes, but they've still got a 13-point lead. 50-37 as we head to the final quarter of regulation.
Yeah, and Michigan, not the best shooting night. I mean, only 42% from the field, which is not terrible, and 27% from 3. And Oakland, of course, not having an even worse night from the field, shooting 33% and 18% from 3.
As we head to the fourth quarter, Oakland going to have to try to get something going here. Kalasia Dean with 7 points of her own. Olivia Sims with 7 points of their own. But Brady leading the way with 9. Was really the one bright spot in this Golden Grizzlies lineup for quite a while when they were struggling to get points up on the board.
Yeah. And most of Kalasia Dean's damage has come from the free throw line. She shot 6 free throws and made 5 of them. One made 1 field goal. So the Wolverines have definitely done a nice job of keying in on her on the defensive end and making sure that she can't get to her shot.
So back to that long deliberation, we finally have confirmation as to what it was. Looks like they called an intentional foul on both teams. One went to Kalasia Dean, and then one went to Whitney Solom. So interesting turn of events there. as a T-shirt comes up to my man Don right in front of me, event staff. Crowd on their feet going crazy for the T-shirt toss. As the horn sounds, that means we're ready to go for the last quarter of regulation as we head into the fourth quarter. Michigan up 50-37. It'll be Elise Stuck to inbound on the court for the Wolverines. Stuck, Wiggins, Felia, Kaiser, and Roush. Correction on the possession arrow. It'll be Oakland ball. Wiggins closely guarding the inbounder. Kalasia Dean now bringing the ball up with her left hand. Wiggins guarded her closely. Pass to the corner, not caught cleanly. It was intended for Beatty. Oakland able to reel it in. Dean with a wide open three from way deep, leaves it off short, chases her own rebound, and she gets it to go for a layup.
Yeah, Kalasia Dean off the ball, great movement. Had Ari Wiggins lost. I mean, unfortunately, could not connect on the three, but able to clean up her own miss.
Roush looking to facilitate here, pass inside to Kaiser. She gets caught in the arm by Lukenbach.
Yeah, nice entry pass there from Wiggins. Just really putting Kaiser in a great position there, and the Golden Grizzlies with no choice but to foul.
Maddie Nolan will check in for Ari Wiggins. Roush looking to inbound here. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Gets it into Nolan, catch and shoot three, way off the mark, air ball. Ball loose on the floor, jump ball. It's going to be Michigan's. Oakland got the last one, so Wolverines going to do that same inbounds again.
Yeah, and great to see Michigan getting bodies down on the floor there.
Roush to inbound, 15 seconds left in the shot clock. And that's going to be a 5-second call. Oakland all over the place. Blackwell providing all sorts of ball pressure.
Yeah, not what you like to see there from the Wolverines.
Kalasia Dean to bring it up, guarded closely by Felia. Step back, she decides to pull back out. Long three from Williams, and that one's good. Lamari Williams now, 7 points on the night, just 2 shy of her average. Roush drives downhill, looking inside for Kaiser, and that's going to be an off-ball foul called on Lukenbach. Kaiser was trying to release and get back. Lukenbach was holding her arm down. Hillman will check in for the Wolverines. Elise Stuck will head to the bench. Also checking in, Brianna Perry.
Man, these Wolverine bigs are just starting to wear down on the Golden Grizzlies, picking up some ticky-tack fouls and pushing the Wolverines closer to the bonus.
Inbounds pass to Felia, driving downhill with the left hand. Righty floater, no good. Kalasia Dean tried to push in transition, but Felia got right back on her. Nice move, getting all the way through. No one gets a hand on it. Pass up top, Williams. Ball screen coming now. She's going to get all the way to the basket. Open layup, and she's up and good. That one ties her season average of 9 points. Pass to the corner for Nolan. Trying to look inside for Kaiser. And that one's going to be an offensive foul called. Kaiser unhappy with that one. Brienne Beatty just kind of fell down as Kaiser spun away from her. And Kim Barnes-Arico immediately in the referee's ear.
Yeah, but a nice start to this fourth quarter here for Oakland as they've cut this now to only a 6-point game with some nice defensive intensity, forcing some turnovers.
Pass inside, Perry, blocked by Hillman. And the referee from across the court is going to call a foul from the backside. From up here, I'm not really sure how you make that call. The referee who made the foul call standing right in front of the scorer's table. There was a referee right in front of the play who thought it was clean.
Yeah, very, very interesting. Usually we'd like to see you defer to the official who has better eyes on the play, but
that foul, Hillman's third. Oakland gets the rebound. Blackwell puts up a layup, no good. Maddie Nolan will pull it down. That's her 8th rebound. And Maddie Nolan called for an offensive foul after pulling down the rebound. Blackwell was right there. Nolan kicked it away, turned around, and Blackwell just fell down.
Yeah, just unnecessary there from Maddie Nolan, just kind of leaning into her with the elbow.
That one, Nolan's 4th. And it is a 5-point ball game here in Crisler Center. 50-45 the score with 8 minutes left. Roush guarding the ball up top. It's Dean. Fighting all the way through, and that's going to be a foul called on Emily Kaiser.
Yeah, and these whistles are coming fast and often now. It's really picked up here as the intensity has.
It'll be Oakland inbound from underneath. Dean lob pass up top to Perry. Swung around the horn, Beatty. Nas Hillman guarding her, driving all the way downhill is Beatty. Puts up an errant layup. Kaiser pulls it in. 50-45, 7:45 to play here. Nas Hillman fighting for position down low. Pass gets into her down low, and they're going to call a travel on Hillman. All the Michigan coaches on the bench right now visibly frustrated with the turn of events we've had in the past few minutes. Dean passes the corner for Williams. Maddie Nolan guarding her. Nolan's got to be careful. She's got 4 fouls. Kick outside, open 3 for Dean. That one's good. 2-point ball game. And Michigan's going to call timeout. Oakland putting together a run. Michigan doesn't get the whistles they want, get called for about 4 fouls in the course of just 2 minutes. And just like that, Oakland back in this ball game.
Yeah, definitely not the start to the fourth the Wolverines were looking for. I mean, a little sloppy on offense and then some ticky-tack fouls getting called. And Oakland really just able to get back in this game. Kaiser Dean now with 12. She's kind of showing why she's averaging 19 points on the season. And the Wolverines really gotta pick it up here in these last 7 minutes 25 seconds if they want to avoid this upset. It is worth noting that now Michigan, with those 4 quick fouls, will be, with any further fouls, will be sending Oakland to the line. So it's not looking a little grim for the Wolverines after coming into this fourth quarter looking like they were going to cruise to an easy victory.
If you're Michigan, you just got to kind of be shaking your head right now. In the third quarter, they had 0 team fouls, maybe 1 near the third quarter, and then over the stretch of about what seemed like only 30 or 45 seconds, they pick up 4 separate foul calls here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I think it was just compounding. Like, with those foul calls, you could definitely see the Wolverines getting a little frustrated with, I mean, when Maddie Nolan grabbed a rebound, she's kind of leaned in, maybe gave a little chicken wing with her arm, and that was called a foul. I mean, it's just kind of compounding mistakes for the Wolverines.
The horn sounds, and we are set to play. Michigan, their lead now only 2 points, 50-48, 7:25 left to play here in the fourth quarter. This game very different than the one played in Oakland last year, where Michigan won by a final score of 95-62. Lob pass over the top to Hillman. She's got an easy layup assist going to Maddie Nolan. And you got to think that's what Michigan's going to try to go to here. Hillman hasn't seen crazy minutes. Nice pull-up jumper. And Kalasia Dean off to the left side. Roush pulls down the rebound. Roush pass up top, Hillman. Looking to facilitate here. Dribble handoff to Maddie Nolan. Nolan, like we said, has to play cautious here with 4 fouls. 12 seconds left in the shot clock. Over the top pass for Hillman again, and she's fouled.
Yeah, and that will be Kalasia Dean's 4th. So she'll have to be cautious as well now.
Looks like a foul from earlier in the game got reversed to a different player, because at one point I was pretty sure that Kalasia Dean had 4 fouls before as someone comes into the check-in table late. Beatty will check in for Kalasia Dean. Michigan 4-point lead with 6:40 left to play. 52-48, Roush to inbound. Pass up top to Felia. Driving to her right hand, gets all the way through, and she's called for a travel. Kind of took an awkward step into her pull-up jumper. Referee said she walked.
Yeah, just another unforced error there for the Wolverines.
Michigan tries to trap the ball screen. Pass to Williams in the corner. Show shot a couple times. Kaiser coming up to hedge hard. Pass inside Perry. Spins all the way around, up and under. That one's good. Back to a 2-point ball game. Long cross-court pass from Roush. Running in transition is Hillman, and Michigan gets it right back. Great court vision from the senior Danielle Roush.
And Oakland's head coach has got to be furious right now. Coming off of a made basket, allowing the Wolverines to get something in transition when their defense has been stifling through most of this fourth quarter.
Pass to the corner, open three from Olivia Sims, and that one's good. 1-point ball game. 54-53 with 5:40 left to play. Pass inside for Hillman, going all the way back to her right hand, and that one's good. Hillman's got 19. Naz Hillman 8 for 9 from the floor, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Flashbacks to her dominant performance last year where she had 37. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, that one's good. Timeout Oakland. Back to a 1-point ball game, 56-55 with 5:18 to play.
Yeah, and right now Oakland's just kind of getting whatever they want offensively. They've been able to start to get a little more penetration and getting kicks off of that, and Wolverines kind of searching for an answer here defensively.
Again, story of the game, turnovers. Michigan, 20 turnovers as a team, leading to Oakland having 22 points off of turnovers. I mean, you cut those in half, and if you're Michigan, you're sitting pretty. Timeout wraps up, but it'll be Michigan to inbound in the full court. Pass goes into Maddie Nolan, who is checked back into this game. Dribbling up at the right hand, looking for Hillman inside. They've got a double team on her. Roush brings it up with the left hand. Pass up top, Kaiser. Swung around. Felia now getting a ball screen from Kaiser. Looking to drive downhill. Can't find anything. Over the top pass, Kaiser. Kick out, Maddie Nolan. She's got a three. That one's good. Michigan extends the lead to 4.
That's a big shot there from Maddie Nolan. It's Michigan needing a bucket.
Nolan having an off night from downtown, but what better time for that one to come? And Oakland turns it over again. Lukenbach had an open three, decided to try and dribble past Emily Kaiser, and she stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Second time tonight, Oakland's fallen trapped to that. 4:30 left to play. The Wolverines with a 4-point lead. Over the top pass for Hillman. She's got 3 defenders on her. Up and good. The entire Michigan bench wanted a foul call there.
Yeah, and right now, Oakland with just no answer for Naz Hillman.
Olivia Sims pull up 3. No good. Hillman pulls down the rebound, and she's fouled in the full court. That one, Oakland's 4th foul, so Michigan now 1 away from the bonus. Hillman, after a very quiet first half, in this fourth quarter where it's gotten close and they've needed her most, she has shown out. 9 for 10 from the floor, 3 for 4 from the line, throwing 7 rebounds in her 21 points. Michigan's lead a little bit more comfortable now, 61-55 with 4 minutes and 13 left to play here in regulation. Nolan drives over with the right hand, trying to find Hillman again inside. Cross-court pass for Felia. Might have gotten away with a travel there. Working back to her right hand, kicks to Kaiser. Cross-court, Nolan to Roush. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Roush driving with the left hand, trying to get to the middle. Kick to the corner. Felia now driving middle. Gets all the way inside, fights through contact. She gets a shot up, so she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, nice possession there from the Wolverines. Working the shot clock and able to still get a quality look. And they will go to line to shoot 2.
Couple big free throws coming up for the freshman Felia. First one up, and that one's good. Make it 3 for 3. Have a quick whistle as one sub runs in. It's Williams. 62-55. Layla Felia, her second free throw, no good off the right-hand side. Williams pulls down the rebound. Michigan's lead, 7. Williams fighting through contact, getting all the way inside. Kick out, open 3 from Dean, and that one's good. 4-point ball game once more, 62-58. 3:30 left to play.
Yeah, and Kaiser blitzed the ball screen, and Williams was able to just get right into the lane, which caused the defense to collapse for an open 3.
Layla Felia driving downhill, gets all the way to the basket, puts up a layup, airballs it. Hillman muscling her way in, and she gets a layup. Wanted the foul call, not going to get it. Hillman's got 23. 3 ball from Perry off the back iron. Kaiser pulls down a rebound and immediately turns it over. Pass to the corner. Dean's going to shoot a 3, but she gets called for the foul, or called out of bounds, rather. Oakland visibly upset after that one. Dean hit the 3 and got fouled by Maddie Nolan, but stepped out of bounds before she got the shot off. Michigan catches a break there.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker. That had a chance to, she stays in bounds there. That has a chance to make it a two-point game, but instead it'll be a 6-point lead for the Wolverines and with the ball.
Roush will bring it up in the full court. 2:45 left to play here. 64-58, the lead for the Wolverines. Felia fights through contact on an off-ball screen. Pass now to Kaiser. She'll give it back up to Roush. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Roush driving downhill, fights through contact, puts up a tough floater. Felia pulls in the rebound and puts it up and in.
Yeah, these last couple possessions offensively, Felia's just been everywhere.
The freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio, getting it done here late. 7 points and 2 rebounds. Pass, 3 ball from the wing. That one's off the mark. Beatty pulled from downtown. She's now 0 for 2 on the night from beyond the arc. 66-58 with under 2 minutes left to play here. Cross-court pass for Felia. Might have gotten away from the travel. Getting all the way to the basket. Puts up a layup. Air balls. Hillman now up. Fighting through contact once again, and she's got a layup. 25 points for Naz Hillman.
Yeah, and after Naz Hillman maybe looking to get her a little rest coming off that injury, she's come alive here in this fourth quarter.
Hillman pulls down the rebound. She's got a double-double now. Roush pushing in transition. Minute 30 left to play here. Michigan's lead back up to 10. Pass to Kaiser on the outside. Guarded by Blackwell. Handoff to Maddie Nolan. Blackwell will switch on to her. Nolan driving downhill with the left hand. Kick back to Kaiser. 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Pass inside. Hillman ripping baseline from the short corner. Up and under. Tough layup with the right hand. Pulls down her own rebound. Puts up another one, and she's fouled.
Just great effort there. Late in the shot clock, Hillman getting the ball on the baseline. Able to drive in and get a shot up, and then gets her own rebound, and will be shooting 2 here at the free throw line. Just a great play from Michigan's leader right there.
Hillman at the line to shoot 2. She's got 25 points and 11 rebounds right now. Was very quiet all game long. Didn't start this game. Didn't really see much playing time until the fourth quarter when Michigan needed their All-American most. First free throw off the mark. Michigan's going to call timeout. before Hillman's second free throw. With 1 minute and 2 seconds left to play, the lead extended back up to 10. But things were real dicey there for a second, Stevie.
Yeah. Dude. Oakland able to cut it down to 2, but then some unforced errors, stepping out of bounds a couple times here on the near sideline. But also credit to Michigan defensively, really ratcheting up the pressure, and also offensively being smart with it, working the shot clock and getting it to Naz Hillman. I mean, it's been their bread and butter here in this fourth quarter, and it's worked like a charm.
Michigan's 4 fouls in this quarter came all in a span of about a minute or two in just a very unfortunate stretch. Since then, they haven't committed a foul. Oakland's still yet to get into the bonus. That's just a testament to how clean of a game Michigan had played in terms of fouling. They just couldn't seem to catch a break there for that 1 minute.
Yeah, just everything went wrong for that little stretch, but it's been great defensively otherwise for the Wolverines.
Both teams break their timeout huddles. Before we get things started again, Hillman will shoot one more from the line. 68-58 the score here in Crisler Center. The Wolverines up on top, 1 minute 2 left to play. Michigan is in the bonus. Hillman looking to make it 4 for 6 from the line tonight. That went off the mark, but Kaiser pulls down the rebound. Less than a minute left to play here. Michigan was still with that 10-point lead. Pass over to the wing to Nolan. Up top, Kaiser.
Yeah, and the Wolverines will look to use some clock on this possession and just kind of suffocate this game.
Pass up to Roush. Now back to Feely. She's got 3 seconds to get a shot off. Tough pull-up jumper off the front of the rim. Won't go. So we have a timeout called from Oakland. Oakland going to have to try and draw something up here. You got to get a quick one, and I would say almost immediately foul. You've got 37 seconds left to play. You maybe try to pull out one more defensive possession. But the way that Michigan's been playing offensively and the dominance of Naz Hillman down low, I don't even know if you want to chance that.
No, yeah, especially down 10 points. If you get a quick one here, you got to just start fouling and try to draw this game out.
If you're Michigan, you got to think the ball is going to go into the hands of Kalacia Dean here. 15 points, a team high for Oakland. Seems to be the hot hand. Also, though, you got to think of Brady. She's 5 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 1 from downtown. Both teams break their huddles, and should be an interesting wrap-up to this game. Oakland has 28 seconds left in the shot clock, 37 seconds left on the game clock. Sims posted up in the one corner, Kalacia Dean underneath. Now they'll switch spots. Inbounds pass coming. All 3 leading scorers, Sims, Dean, and Brady, are in the game for Oakland. Pass inside, Perry. Pushes off with her left arm, can't get the rebound to go, and it's going to be a foul called on Kalacia Dean off the ball. And that's going to be her 5th and final. So Dean will head to the bench after fouling out. She'll check out of this one. 15 points, 4 rebounds.
And she will send Felia to the line to shoot 2.
Freshman Felia going to try to knock these ones down and try and put the final nails in the coffin here. 68-58, the first one good. Make it 69-58. This one would make it 70 in a 12-point game with under 30 seconds left to play. Layla Felia's free throw off the front of the rim. Oakland pulls it down, and they quickly call timeout. You got to think they might try to get one more play drawn up as Blackwell checks in.
Yeah, interesting here. I mean, only 29 seconds left in this game. Shot clock turned off. Down 11. I would assume you probably just take one last shot, dribble it out, but I guess Oakland's coach wants to get at least one more play drawn up.
Crazier things have happened. If Oakland gets the ball inbounds quickly and gets a 3 up, that makes it an 8-point ball game, and if you foul somebody quickly, you might be able to string something together. But Michigan, very solid free throw shooters all the way through. I mean, you go down the line, you've got Maddie Nolan, who's arguably one of the best shooters in the Big Ten. Danielle Roush, who's as consistent as they come from the free throw line. Emily Kaiser is very solid from the line as well. You got to either take your chances with Felia, who's 4 for 6 on the night, or Naz Hillman. It's a tough spot to be in. Inbounds pass goes to Brady, holds for a long time, now drives, takes a deep 2, not what you need if you're Oakland. Loose ball, Roush gets it, and that's going to do it. Oakland's just going to walk away, and Michigan's going to dribble it out. It got real dicey there for a minute, but the Wolverines able to come back and extend their lead to a final score of 69-58 here in Crisler Center as the crowd is on their feet. A well-fought battle all the way through. But aside from that, few minutes where it got real dicey, Michigan kind of dominated this ball game. You look at the box score, 43 rebounds to Oakland's 24. Absolutely dominated the offensive glass, 17-9. Really, the only reason Oakland is in this ball game is because of turnovers. Michigan turned the ball over 21 times in this ball game, giving Oakland 22 points off those turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, Michigan, they battled. They did not play their best game today in the slightest. The Oakland was able to get them out of their offensive rhythm. Credit to them for that, for a pretty good defensive performance. But, I mean, eventually, Naz Hillman was just too much for them, and she just took over this game in the fourth quarter and really put the game out of reach for the Golden Grizzlies.
Hillman quiet for most of the game until, like you mentioned, takes over in the fourth quarter. Finishes with 25 points and 11 rebounds. A double-double for her. Other notable contributors for the Wolverines, Kaiser, 11 points, 8 rebounds. Danielle Roush, 10 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Maddie Nolan, 6 points on a pair of triples and 8 rebounds of her own, 3 assists. Getting it done all the way down the line. But with that is going to do it for WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan women's basketball live here from Crisler Center. Tune back in with us on Sunday, December 6th, where the Wolverines will face off against the Akron Zips. Until then, my name is Charlie Brigham. Alongside me, it was Stevie Macgregor and Nabeel Baig. We're going to leave you like we always do, folks, with a good night and a Go Blue.